Crystal with Hattis Hierophant. I am your tarot reader, and I owe you a huge apology. I am so super late uploading your videos. Thank you so much for your patience. I am working on a schedule to get them uploaded in a timely manner, so shame on me. I'm working on it, Gemini, so thanks again. Now let's get on to your reading. The center of your read is that of the Knight of Swords. And right away, Gemini, I get that energy of you are feeling restless. It's almost like you want to get going, get things started. You need to get out. Like I see you almost like pacing, like, you know, like you've been in a cage, like you feel like a caged animal, like get me out of here. Let's get going already. So that's the energy I get, and with that being the center of your reading, let's see what everything else is about. Now, I go into your moon energy. This is where you resonate. This is where your emotions are. This is where spirit is working in your favor. This is what you're thinking about all the time, okay? And the first energy I get is that of the Six of Wands, the Nine of Cups, along with the Page of Pentacles. All right, so the energy I'm getting there. Yeah, you're like, Crystal, I am tired of the humdrum. You've almost been daydreaming about, getting out. You've been daydreaming about going to work. You've been daydreaming about going to the beach, about going hiking, about anything that gets you out of the house. You've been daydreaming about it. And you're almost manifesting it. You're going to be doing it. Okay, Gemini, let's put that out there. You are going to be doing it. It's just going to look different. I actually see you out like playing volleyball and you have on a mask. I see you out walking, but you have on a mask. And some of you are wearing gloves. Some of you are like fitted from head to toe. It's like, I'm not catching anything, but I'll be damned if I'm going to sit in the house and rot away. You're like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, you're just really upset that it's like a twofold. It's almost like you don't want to say it out loud because you know how it sounds. But I'm in your feelings, right? And you're feeling like my whole life has been disrupted and not in a good way. And you have a good understanding that there are some people who are suffering and struggling and who are in a worse situation that you're in, right? You understand that. That's like you don't want to say it out loud. But here, where your feelings are, you're like, I miss how it used to be. Okay, let's go into your sun energy. This is where your ego lies. This is where I see you, and this is where you are seen. And you have that of the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So again, like I said, and because this is translating from your moon energy into your ego energy. And right away I see, yeah, once you get out and about and the realism of what the new norm is, it looks like a movie. I even hear some of you saying it looks like a horror film. Like it looks horrifying. Like we can't get near each other, and you almost feel horrified when you go out, right? Because you're like, I don't want to catch anything, but I don't want someone to catch something from me either. So it's almost like this anxiety that you're gonna have going out, and it's a battle of feeling good that you're out, but being petrified that you are. Interesting. So Gemini, some of you are moving. Some of you are leaving relationships, interesting. And some of you are actually leaving jobs. Like you're leaving jobs on your own accord. Has nothing to do with what's going on. It was almost like, I keep hearing timing. There's something about timing. And you just feel like that it's time for me to go. Very interesting. Yeah, once you got all the information, because that's what the Two of Pentacles is about. You making a choice based on the things that you know, information that's given to you. And once you weighed everything, the pros and the cons, you were like, I made the decision not to stay here anymore, whether it be relationship or work related. And then I go into your immediate present. In your immediate present, I have the Death card. And then I have that of the 8 of Wands, and these flank your Knight of Swords. So obviously, right, we're ending something, and that's where that Death card is coming from. And the thing about the Death card is that is a true ending. You can't come back from not being here anymore, or not being, you know, to where it's a true ending. Let's just say that. I'm trying to use my words wisely. Yeah, and you're going to be communicating that. Some of you are sending via, wow, Gemini, some of you are writing a Dear John letter. Some of you are writing a Dear John text. Gemini, don't come at them like that. Like, do a face-to-face and say, this isn't working anymore. Yeah, some of you are giving your notice that way as well. Some of you are writing it right now. And some of you are going in hard. You're like, this is why I'm leaving. And I see it mostly, no, I see it both ways. I see relationships and job. It's like you're going out with the bang. It's like, I'm going to tell you about yourself. I'm going to tell you about this company. I'm going to tell you everything that you're doing wrong and why I made this decision. It no longer lines up with my integrity and who we used to be, so I'm out. I'm out. All right, let's expand on your moon energy. Let's get some expansions. Let's get some expansions here. We're going to expand on the 6 of Wands. Well, sir. Well, ma'am. I expanded on that 6 of Wands, and we have the Hanged Man along with the 9 of Wands. And again, it's that energy of your everyday life being disrupted, right? Like your successes are small successes, but you can't even enjoy those because of this disruption. And then those of you who are leaving a relationship, leaving a company on your own accord, and in this energy, in this market, right? It's unheard of, you know. Yeah, I almost even hear people saying, you're leaving your job now and people can't find a job. And you're like, yeah, I am. You just couldn't stand by and watch anymore. It just wasn't lining up with who you are. And then I expanded on that Page of Pentacles, and we have the 4 of Cups along with the 7 of Swords. I feel like that you feel like you've been lied to. And you feel like you were living a lie. You feel like you were working on a lie. You feel like the relationship you were in was a lie, right? And that's how you got here. You're like, I can't even be happy with the little things. Like we were just talking about, I can't even be happy with the little things because I feel like I'm living a lie. And I expanded on that 9 of Cups, and right, that's wish fulfillment. That's everything, you know, that you manifested coming true. And even if what you manifested comes true, because of this, and because of this, right? And because of this, it feels like this. It doesn't feel rewarding. It feels like, I feel like you're standing there looking around like this. Am I the only one that can see this happening? Like clearly you can see this is crazy. Yeah, and I feel like that some of you even went to, in regards to work, some of you even went to the head honcho, the person in charge, the CEO, the owner, and you're like, I know you see this, right? And you couldn't get through to them. You couldn't get through to them either. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're going to come back to that. Because I even feel like in some cases, like in some areas to where we reopened, and I feel like you don't agree with it. And I feel like you're like, don't you see? We're the type of job I have, the type of work we do, we're in the face of other people. We can't get around it. And I understand that people have to work and they have to make money, but it could potentially cost me my life. And you're like, are you crazy? I can't do this. Yeah. I'm not going to say that part, Spirit, because I don't want to get into politics. Okay, so now we're going to go into your sun energy. And let's expand on this Eight of Cups. Honey, you feel strongly about this. I expanded on the Eight of Cups, and I have the Ace of Wands along with the Five of Pentacles. And when you actually leave, when you leave that relationship to where you're like, this is nuts. This is absolutely, it's like it's bizarre. That's how it's coming across to you. Like, this is bizarre. And when you leave and you're like, I have to go where my heart is. I have to go, like my spirit won't follow my body if I stay here. I've got to follow my spirit with my body, and it's not here. Does that make sense, Gemini? And once you do that, because these were like, you had good relationships, right? You had good relationships until things just got Looney Tune. I just keep hearing that. Like, to you, it just looks Looney Tune. And the people whom you left behind, the companies whom you left behind, they feel like you abandoned them. They feel like, but we need you, Gemini. But we need you to do this. And then I expanded on that Two of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Pentacles along with the Hermit. I feel like that when you made this decision, like, all fairness, Gemini, you sought counsel. Like, you went to, like in the relationship, you almost went to mom and dad, or you went to people who have a successful relationship, and you're like, I want to make sure I'm not being over emotional. But am I? Right? You even sought counsel. And even before you decided to leave this position, to leave this job, you went to him and was like, okay, I know you realize this is nuts, right? Like, you did your due diligence. And you're almost like, how can I abandon you when I came to you with my grievances, my worries and concerns? And I feel like that, and I hear you did nothing, and you did nothing. That's what I hear. That's what you feel. Okay, let's expand on the Seven of Cups. Yeah. So I get the High Priestess along with the Nine of Pentacles that I expanded on that Seven of Cups, along with the Page of Swords, just like that. And it's almost like the High Priestess is, and that's how come everyone seems like they're, like dots aren't connecting. Because the High Priestess is giving you that intuitive energy and the vision and the, oh gosh, the feeling, like that gut feeling, right? And that's how come it seems so bizarre to you, because you have it, Gemini, they don't. That's how come they can't see your point of view. And the Nine of Pentacles is that of an independent energy. And that's what makes me feel like the reason you can't understand it, because it's not for them, it was for you. Some of you are actually going to go, I don't know if you're taking an online course or transitioning from work, you're going to like get more education. I see that. Interesting. Okay, so now let's expand on your immediate present. I'm going to expand on this Death card, Gemini. Fair enough. Fair enough. And I got the Hierophant. Right? So that already tells me that a relationship ended and or a job ended that you walked away from. And that Ten of Cups, it's an emotional energy. And it's almost like you left. I feel like this relationship you left was a long time relationship, or it was one that you thought it was the relationship that was going to take you to that next level. So these were deep emotional feelings. You didn't make this decision just at a whim. You put thought into it. You sought counsel. And once you made your decision, You feel like that you're justified because you did everything you possibly could to find a, no, stay. Nope, you should stay. You should work it out. You didn't find it. And then when I expand on that 8 of Wands, we get the 5 of Wands along with the Ace of Swords. You're like, I'm not doing it, right? Like, it's like we're chasing our tails. And for what, right? I feel like that you have all these truths and you have all this information, and so does everyone. And you're like, and we're still acting like it's chaos, right? Yeah. I mean, I have the 7 of Cups in your ego, and then we have in your immediate present the 5 of Wands. I'm sorry, I just keep hearing batshit crazy. That's what I keep hearing. All right, I'm gonna expand on this Knight of Swords. Yeah. So I expanded on the Knight of Swords, and I have the 2 of Cups along with the 5 of Cups. So you were really into your feelings, really, Gemini, along with the Judgment card, and that kind of ended your reading. And I feel like because we have that Judgment card on top of the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Cups, that tells me, Spirit is telling me that you are justified. You are justified for knowing. I mean, you were given that energy to move on. And that's why you had that Knight of Swords, to where you almost felt like you were bursting, like, I need to get away, I need to get out, like I can't be a part of this. The High Priestess was giving you that energy. She was pouring it into you. So you don't have to feel like you did something wrong, because you were committed to that partnership, whether it was work related or relationship related. Listen, Gemini, no, it was inevitable. It was inevitable. If it wasn't now, it would have been later. Okay? All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and pull your angel card. I hope that resonated with you. I hope it makes sense. Please leave me some comments below. Let me know. And lovely vision. Vision. That makes perfect sense to me. You have the vision. You were given the vision of what's to come. And you're like, I can't do it now that I know. Now that I know, and now that I see it and I can feel it, I can't be a part of it. All right, Gemini, again, thank you so much for your patience, and I absolutely adore you.